All right, the court is calling. Oh, come down. That's okay. Court is calling 2024 CR 008840, State of Texas versus Christopher Andrade. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state, for the defense?
Karen Corby for Mr. Christopher Andrade, defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Andrade?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Counsel, you stated that your client had filed a letter.
Yes, Judge, he did write a letter. It was addressed to Judge Catherine Torrestal, but I don't think.
Is that anything I need to read?
I don't think so.
All right. Anything you want me to read?
I mean, I did write you a letter, but I guess you didn't get it. I wrote you personally a letter, but I guess I don't know. It got lost somewhere. I guess I don't know.
All right. Is that a letter I need to read? Or you would like for me to read it?
I mean, I would like you to, yes, but
All right. To the clerk, can you see if there's a letter that was addressed to me? And are there any applications in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
But
Let me ask you, the letter that you addressed to Judge Stahl, is that the same letter that you would have addressed to me?
it's pretty much the same.
All right.
Because I'm in my room class and she was our teacher advocates for us to get in there and to get into like a drug court or something like that. So at the time I was seeking help and probation and
Okay. Right. And what I can tell you is letters that are sent to the court by persons who are represented by attorneys. I don't read those. And the reason why I don't read those is because that would be sort of ex parte. So what ends up happening is those letters will go into a file and then your attorney would be made aware of it and the state would be made aware of it. When I was a defense attorney, I would tell my clients, please do not write letters, because when you write letters, everything that you put in the letter, it's not confidential. And that means that the state has an opportunity to read it. Your attorney, of course, will read it when they become aware of it. All right, thank you. Have you had a chance to review this one?
can I take a peek at it, please,
Sure.
Judge? I think it's probably pretty much.
And state, would you like an opportunity to read the letter?
Should we take a moment, Judge?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you close it?
All right, just step back. LaShawn, I'm in the middle of reading a book called Liar's Crown. And I'm just hoping this is not going to be a cliffhanger where it's, and go to book 2 and then book 2 is not out. Oh, they're talking about opening up carpool lanes in San Antonio. And the question is, do we need carpool lanes? Oh, well, now they say that they're going to start giving tickets, and they say that the tickets are $232 if you're in that lane and you're not supposed to. Well, I remember watching, and this is when 60 Minutes, well, I'm not going to say that, but I was watching this on 60 Minutes, and people were buying dolls to sit in the passenger seat so they could be in the carpool lane. Well, I would tell you, it would be nice if they had a specific lane for people who drive diesels and just have their specific lane. There is nothing that terrifies me more. And I think about my uncle who used to drive trucks. People will speed, get in front of a diesel, and then they're going slow in front of the diesel. And I'm like, you are acting as though that diesel can stop on a dime, and it cannot stop on a dime. It's a mile. That's all. Hey, I used to take the bus.
I've used it a few times actually.
Yeah.
Because they dropped me off
Mhm.
down where I was like, one day it was raining and I was like, kind of walking about 5 or 6 blocks and I was like.
Ah. I used to, because the hub then was University Hospital. So I would always try to get on the 90 bus going home because it's the express and it takes you on the freeway, which is very hard stopping. But more likely than not, I would always end up on the 92. That's how I realized Fredericksburg goes through the entire city. One time I made the mistake and I got on a looper and I didn't realize it was the looper. I want to say it was the 551 looper. And the next thing I know, I am at the basis. Like, oh, didn't know I've never been out this far before.
Sort of like a tour. It's like-
Oh, it was. But I will tell you, being on the bus, I met some of the nicest people.
Yeah.
And some people who were on the bus had DWIs. So when I was a defense attorney, they would end up, hey, you're an attorney. And there was this guy on the bus, his name was Doc. And Doc started introducing me to everybody on the bus. He's like, this Stephanie Boyd, she's a brand new attorney and she's going to be great. And so he would give me books to read and everything,
Oh, wow.
like the John Grisham books. He's like, and he would sign it. He's like, Stephanie, this is a good book for you to read. I'm like, okay. But so everybody on the bus knew me. And when I didn't get on the bus one day, I get on the next day, they'll be like, Stephanie, where were you? We missed you.
Call in.
Yeah,
Welfare check.
yeah. Those were the good old days. Oh my gosh, I didn't know the Oakland A's were leaving Oakland. Oh,
They go into Vegas.
yeah, and you know what? I do remember Ricky Henderson. All right, is there anyone who's ready? Yes. Oh, just approach and let them know you're ready. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 2279, State of Texas versus Roderick Jones. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state defense?
Danielle Cameron for the defense.
Off the record for a moment. Deputy, could you move them to the other end? All right, we're back on the record. And are you Roderick Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes,
And did you understand it?
yes,
Are you the same Roderick Sunsaray Jones who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 2279 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on May 1st, 2023 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record for a moment. You don't need to do that.
The trial, sir?
No.
Can I talk to her for a second?
Sure. All right, if y'all come back on Roderick Jones, please. All right, we're back on the record in 2023 CR 2279, State versus Roderick Jones. And where we left off, I asked if you had reviewed the documents with your attorney. You stated yes. Are you the same Roderick Jones who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 2279 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on May 1st, 2023 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
We'll waive the remaining violating.
Any objection to the waiver?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Roderick Jones.
All right, why have you not been successful on probation?
Okay, last year I left Alpha Home because my mom was dying. My dad died 5 days before Christmas. My mom died on Christmas. Afterwards, I felt like I just kind of was out of touch with myself for a bit, and I just went like I felt like I lost my mind for a little bit because I didn't know how to deal with losing my mom, and then I felt like I lost time because I spent a lot of time in jail for the past 2 years. But that's no excuse. But that's what happened. I did speak with my federal attorney, my federal probation officer, but I did not speak with my probation officer for state because I was on both federal and state probation, but I'm finished with federal probation. But
Excuse me, does anyone have any Kleenex?
thank you. And federal probation proceeded and she actually took me off of federal probation and ended me early due to that. And I just I made a dumb decision not to speak to him, not to contact him, not to go in. I did have a past of drug use, but I can't say that was the issue last year was just really more of an issue of trying to find my kids and trying to deal with the loss of both of my parents
What do you mean trying to find your children?
because my mom gave my kids to someone and my mom gave my kids to someone when I was in jail and I can't say that I know where they are.
All right, so currently you don't know where they are? So do you have any other family?
I do. I have my sister and my brother. I'm gonna currently reside with my older brother, but they're not with my family. They're not with my brother or my sister.
So
because
does anyone know where your children are?
my sister told me, I spoke to my sister while I was on the phone. She said that she found my two oldest, but she hadn't told me where. But my youngest daughter, my 4-year-old, I don't know where she's at. She's not even in the state of San Antonio. And so I went to New Orleans. I spent some time in New Orleans last year trying to find Nevaeh, my 4-year-old, because that's where her dad's from, which I did not find her. So that was pretty much what I was going through.
All right, and does her father know where she is?
He's in jail for life.
Okay,
Both of my children's fathers are incarcerated. I'm the only parent they have.
okay. All right. I'm sorry, I don't, I always try to solve all problems, right? With regards to your daughter, you're probably gonna have to have an investigator to see where she is. And I'm sure your attorney can let you know of some investigators. And then there are some investigators who will actually, they do pro bono work as well, some of them, and they will see about that. But just remain in court. I'll see what information I can give you to help her. All right, I'll deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to include a TAP evaluation in custody. How long do you expect the TAP evaluation to take? All right, so we're gonna have you come back over here in 3 weeks to make sure that you're not lost in the system.
Yes, ma'am.
And then see if we have anything for grief counseling.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you need from the court?
Um, can I have a resource for trauma?
Yeah, that's the grief counseling that I'm giving you, but we'll see if there's any counseling for trauma.
Okay.
All right. So we're off the record. Here's the thing in this court, communication is key. When you're going through things, now you have probation sort of as a safety net. You can actually pick up the phone and call them.
Okay.
And when you call them and let them know what's going on, they will be empathetic and sympathetic to your plight. You would not even be in custody right now if you'd have just picked up the phone and called someone and said, this is what's going on in my life. Then what would ended up happening? Probation would have came to me and or either sent me by an email asking the alternate main conditions for you to have time to go spend time with your mother and to take care of things. But just acting as though you're not on probation is not good.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else?
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 3-week reset date. All right, so we're going to come back on October 17th, council. If for any reason this is done before then they'll let us know and you'll be brought over before October 17th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and if you'll just wait a minute, I'm going to see if I have a number for somebody to call in regards to that. Who's here on Jose Manjares? All right, so where are we on this case with discovery? Oh, it's,
We're ready to proceed, Judge.
oh, okay. See, I'm looking at a blank page. Yes. Oh, no, I'm good. If the mine is still a steel trap. All right, court is calling 2019 CR 11691, State of Texas versus Jose Manjares. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Kelly Piddle.
And are you Mr. Manjares?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision And also the First Amendment motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Did you understand the MTR?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jose Manjares who was placed on deferred adjudication and 2019 CR 11691 for the offense of evading arrest detention with a vehicle on December 9th, 2021 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So state, are you proceeding on any other allegations?
No, Your Honor, I don't know. if
He hasn't
that's
pled yet.
true.
Oh, I am, but you're not proceeding on anything else?
Just the number 4, Your Honor.
All right. And do you waive, do you object to the waivers?
No.
All right. With regards to violation of condition number 4, how do you plead true or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court will find violation of condition number 4 true. All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you speak up.
Okay.
All right, so why are you not doing well on probation?
Well, when I went to rehab, the time I was a month in rehab, unfortunately, my dad passed away in that time. So when I came out of rehab, I relapsed pretty bad in drugs. And that's why in December I came, I was in Floresville and well, I went to jail and that's the reason, just my dad passing away and then was me, it was hard for me having my dad passing away. Yes.
All right, so who else do you have in your family as a support system?
Well, my mom, pero the thing is that my mom, whenever my dad passed away, my mom don't know how to handle the situation too. And we have a lot of arguments between me and my mom. So my mom was kicking me out of the house several times and I was literally living in the streets. And that's why like I was really confused about everything.
All right, so why didn't you contact your probation officer to let them know what was going on in your life?
She knows about it. She knows about my dad passing away. When I came out of jail on Floresville, also I tried to contact her and then letting know that I was out of jail and trying to set a date to meet up. And I don't have no response from her. And yes, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this. You've been in my court before. What is the number one rule that I always tell people?
The truth.
Right? Well, and the other thing I always tell people, if you have an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court and address with me. Miss Abrams will be there and Miss Abrams will tell me, hey, this person has an issue. There have been people who've come in here before, they've not been on docket. And guess what we do? The clerks go in the back, pull the file, and I will have the probation officer, if needed, zoom in, and we'll try to figure out what's going on to keep you on track. That's all you have to do. And I tell everybody that same thing.
Hmm.
Now, this relationship, healthy relationships program, is that to address the issues with his mom or who is that supposed to be addressing? So are you in a relationship with anyone?
No, I'm like I'm
I
single.
mean, do you have girlfriend?
No, I'm single.
Wife? All right.
No.
So then they want healthy relationships program. Do you think that will be of help to you?
If it's with my mother, yeah. I mean, if my mom gets in the program because we having trouble having communication with each other, and like I say, she keeping me out of the house every 50 days, every month. It wasn't healthy for me. It was crazy moving all my stuff in and out.
Okay, let me ask you this. How old are you?
I'm 30. Yes, I know.
You know, you got to get your own place.
Yeah, yes.
You know, and I will tell you, when you're getting your own place, sometimes you can't start out with, I'm having this beautiful mansion. You have to start out small.
Yes.
I will tell you, when I started out, guess what? And my mom always tells me this, and she's upset because she didn't know.
Mhm.
I started out with an apartment, and do you know, my apartment was a 1-bedroom apartment. And you know what furniture I had for a bed?
Deferred.
Some of my friends in college were moving and they had a sleeper sofa. And they're like, hey, Stefan, you want this sleeper sofa? I'm like, yeah, sure. The sleeper sofa was my bed. I didn't have a coffee table. I had a kitchen. It came with a fridge. It came with a dishwasher. I had dishes that I'd had before, but that's all I had. And to this day, my mom is upset with that. I'm like, Mom, it was fine. She's like, but I didn't know. I'm like, Mom, it was fine.
Mhm.
But I will tell you, that was one of those old sofa couches where you pull it out. If you pull it out, you can feel everything on your back and it hurts. So I found that it was better just to sleep on it as a sofa and not pull it out. But slowly, I bought a bed. And then I discovered from buying a bed that the mattress cost more than the bed. So I had a bed frame for a while, and then I got some more money. Then I bought a mattress. So it's no shame in starting out slowly. You just deal with it.
Yes.
So it appears to me, and I may be wrong, but it appears to me that you and your mom probably should not be living together
Yes.
because with your drug issues, you don't need constant upheaval. You need stability.
Mhm.
So this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 2 true. The court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions. What is the wait time on status? All right, so it's 2 to 6 weeks, unless y'all have some place that is less time than that. And I'm assuming nobody thinks that lifetime would be appropriate.
Part of our agreement, Judge, is for him to go to SATA for the Wilson County cases to go away. So that he has currently pending.
Okay. All right, that'll be SATA. If they had a place for you in felony drug court, I would send you to felony drug court, but they're at capacity and there's a funding issue. So I always tell people, write your legislature. They need funding. So it'll be SATA. And he's going to remain in custody till transferred to SATA. And that'll be followed by aftercare. Upon release, I'm going to want sober support meetings. I'm going to ask for 120 and 120 days. Sober support meetings. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? Could you not take her back just yet? Okay. Sober support meetings, 120. The reason why I'm giving you 120 so that you can get in a habit of going. A lot of people don't like it at first, but then they come to love it. All right, and this gang supervision, is there gang membership alleged to be here? All right, ISP, and that'll be gang supervision. Healthy relationship program, MRT. And then you can either do the drug patch or you can do the UA hotline. Drug patch costs more. The UA hotline, that disrupts you a little bit because you're going to have to call in probably daily. And then one day you call in, they're going to tell you to do a UA and you have to come and do it. So drug patch or UA hotline. How much does the drug patch cost? I think they went up a little bit. I used to know the previous price, but I know they changed their prices recently.
I think the UA hotline, Judge.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, well, before you know, because I'd like for people to have all their information, $50 every 2 weeks.
Hotline, Judge, please.
All right, so it'll be the UA hotline until further notice, and probation, I want him tested at least once a week. All right, is there anything else that's being requested from either side? All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, I just want to say thank you.
All right, you're welcome. We can go off the record. Here's the thing, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. Contact your probation officer if there's an issue. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court.
Okay. Yeah.
Look at this. Probation, off docket. That's somebody who wants to speak to me and they're not on the docket. And guess what? I'm here. I'll speak to them. Okay. And with regards to healthy relationships, this is what I tell everybody. I take it very seriously about relationships. But if you want to see if you're fit to be in a relationship, buy an orchid. You can get orchids at the local grocery stores, Walmart, everywhere. When you get that orchid, make sure you get it when the blooms are on it. And then take care of it. Once those blooms fall off, if you're able to get that same orchid to bloom again, you may be ready for a relationship. And the reason why I say that is because when you get that orchid from the store, they'll tell you put 3 ice cubes in it. I've learned you're not supposed to put ice cubes in it. You have to do your research on the orchid. And orchids can be a little bit finicky. They tell you not direct sunlight. So you don't put it in direct sunlight. Next thing you know, it's drooping. Leaves are dead. You're watering. What do you do? What am I doing wrong? You have to have patience to get those flowers to bloom. And that'll help you if you have anger management issues. That will help you with all of that. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So when you come back, I'll see you with an orchid, right?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Versus Renee Sines. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
defense?
Luis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Sines.
And are you Mr. Sines? Counsel, you received all of the discovery
Yes, ma'am.
and did you review it with your client?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, this is an application. Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Very much.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's a referral to felony drug court, or they're requesting an evaluation. They're to capacity. If I accept your plea and follow it, I'll put that recommendation in there, but I just want to let you know they're at capacity, so we may have to do something else. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 3 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plea? I'm sorry?
Not good. No concept, I'm sorry.
All right, so you have 3 options for a plea in this court.
Okay.
You can plead no contest, which means you're not saying you're guilty. You're not saying you're not guilty. You're just not fighting the charges against you, but I can still find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. All right? You can plead not guilty, in which case that tells me you want a jury trial, or you can plead guilty. Do you understand?
I understand.
So how do you wish to plead?
No concept. No concept.
All right. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
The judge, Mr. Sines informed me he wanted to take responsibility. He feels he's prepared to start probation and prepared to both perform on probation and complete it successfully. That's what I was going to court fix the plea bargain.
Oh, and excuse me, deputy. I'm sorry. Yes, you can take her back off the record. The investigator has called your attorney and they'll connect and then connect with you. You're welcome. All right, we're back on the record. And you may continue.
The judge, we're just asking the court to accept the plea bargain. We think that Mr. Sines is prepared to fulfill his obligations.
All right, how old are you?
50 years old.
All right, are you employed?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sure.
What do you do?
Landscaping.
All right, everybody does landscaping.
A lot of landscaping, judge.
My gardenias never made a comeback after the winter, neither did my Rose of Sharon. And my grass is just non-existent now. He laughs, but I'm throwing that out to say, what should I do? You know?
I got a lot of work right now myself, a lot of work.
Okay,
And judge, he was hired through his employer,
Mhm.
Who has nothing but the best things to say about him. Owns a number of homes and keeps him very busy. So
okay. Do you have any children?
Here's the one.
What are their ages?
He's 32 years old.
Ah, okay. So What's your drug of choice? What have you been using in the past? And I'll say in the past.
That's about been 10 years that I've been doing those methamphetamines, man.
Meth. And you're saying that somebody sold you this car
Yes, ma'am.
at a poker game
Yes, ma'am.
for $600?
Yes, ma'am.
And was the car in great working condition?
It was great. It was doing good. Gave me the key.
How was the outside of the vehicle?
Fine. It was nice in there.
Was it nice?
Yes.
How were the seats on the inside?
Leather seats.
Leather seats. All right. And what was the year of the car? Did he give you information about the car?
Yeah. Give me, 2002.
2002.
2002, yes.
2002 and Toyota Avalon Gold.
Yes, cool.
Paint job looked great.
They're good. Everything was great. You can open the hood. There was a little damages inside.
And were you drinking at the poker game?
No, ma'am.
Did you find it odd that somebody would sell you a car in
Very
great
odd.
condition for $600?
Very odd. But I needed a vehicle at the time.
So you thought you were just getting lucky?
Good deal.
All right. And if you're drug tested today, what would the result be?
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Court is going to sentence you to $1,000 fine. That will be probated. All right, 3 years deferred adjudication, 120 hours of community service restitution, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Taking consideration NIGHTMAG number 765355. There'll be a referral to felony drug court. And there'll be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Probation, is there anything else? Thank you. There'll be field visits 1 time per month for 4 months, and then at probation's discretion. Is there anything else you need from the court? We can go off the record. In this court, communication is key. If there is an issue, let your probation officer know. Even if you think you're going to use again, pick up the phone, call your probation officer, say, I think I'm going to use again. They will talk to you. If you feel as though they are not speaking to you or they're not addressing the issue you have, then what you do is you can come to court. I'll be here and we'll address it. Do you understand? All right. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right. Court is calling State versus Christopher Andrade. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Karen Corby, attorney for defendant. Roddy, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Andrade?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers of Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right. So you're gonna need to speak up so the court reporter can hear.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand in count 2, you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a vehicle? That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
I am, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. Punishments to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. The state is silent on your applications, and there's to be restitution to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea. Then to count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, please, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of his client, on your client?
Judge, we had previously tendered a letter that, Mr. Andrade had written to you. Um,
And just one moment. State, do you have any objection to the court reading the letter?
Sure.
All right, you may proceed.
so we'd ask that you, I don't know if you've already read it or not, but, since Mr. Andrade has been in jail, he's completed, and I've previously shown us this date, a certificate of attendance and graduation, I guess you would call it, completing 10 lessons on volume 2 for substance abuse curriculum. So I don't know if you want to show it to me. He has been attending NA and AA meetings. I've got 3 pages of that right here, Judge. The reason I'm showing you these things is just to establish to you that my client's asking for help, Judge. Okay. He has been to TDC before. We're asking that you consider allowing him to go into Esperanza Court. I mean, one of the reasons this specialty courts were created is because of the revolving door of TDC. People go into TDC, they get out, they reoffend. They go into TDC, they get out, reoffend.
Does he qualify for Esperanza Court?
Judge, I believe he actually does. I do have the, do you have it here? Do I have it?
Because it's more than just drug issues with Esperanza Court. So you're saying there are other things that happened to him?
I think, Judge, I think I know where you're going with that, but I
Yes.
think that what it says is, participants, let me direct you to, participants must have an open case with association to prostitution, but not limited to. So he was
Oh.
actually referred by these RIM people. Let me see that RIM cover.
Well, what I can tell you is I know that that's saying not limited to,
Mhm.
but what I can tell you is I don't know if they need to rewrite their qualifications,
Mhm.
but you do need that in order to be in that program.
Okay. He's been participating with this RIM group, Judge, well, he's been in jail. And they are the ones actually referred him to it. I mean, there are other specialty courts he could possibly,
Well, the problem with felony drug court, the issue is funding. They're at capacity. I tell everybody, call your legislature to tell them to send more funding for these programs. It's less expensive to put people in these programs than to spend them in jail or prison. And ultimately, they're released from jail and prison and they still have the same problems. But
I would ask that you still possibly consider it, let him be interviewed. I did speak to the CLO this morning. She said that they can interview him next Thursday. I mean, if you are absolutely confident that he's not going to qualify because he doesn't have any of the,
Yeah.
the original issues, I guess that's a problem.
Okay.
But I do know that they take men, and I mean,
because here's the thing, I don't want to refer anyone there knowing that they're not going to meet qualifications. And the reason why I don't like to do that is because when I do that, then that person who's interviewing you, I've taken away their time to interview someone else. If there's no objection, I'll call over there and see if they will accept him if he doesn't have any of the issues that it's the court's understanding that he needs in order to be considered.
I guess if you wouldn't mind, Judge, I think we would appreciate that.
All right, just give me a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
They're 14 and 12.
All right, and when's the last time you saw them?
Right before I got arrested in May.
All right. And who's your support system?
My auntie.
All right, is this your biological aunt?
My parent, I got a lot of family. I'll be probably staying with my aunt when I eventually get out.
All right, so in this court, we don't do probably staying here or probably staying there. You need to let them know where you're going to be living. You understand?
I would like to get into like a inpatient to where I can do it myself and go that route instead of just depending on other people.
All right, and what's up with these tattoos?
A lot of it's just music stuff.
The diamond?
The diamond's just a diamond, man. I heard you say something the other day about it, and I promise you, I'm not involved in no type of gang. It's just a diamond for clarity.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. There's to be restitution to the complainant and custody the following: a referral to Esperanza Court, and a TAP evaluation. If you're not accepted into Esperanza Court, then we'll see what the TAP evaluation says, but we'll bring him back to the court and I'll consider what conditions are best for him. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, gang evaluation in custody, proof of employment within 30 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, 120 sober meetings in 120 days. And based upon your history, there should be no driving until further notice. Field visits, one time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else? Yes.
There is one little wrinkle here. He's on parole. Okay, so he's got a parole hold. My understanding from him is that they've spoken to him. If he works things out here, that apparently he's doing really well on parole, except for this. He should be okay, but I think that should be okay when he's getting all his interviews. So I think since we've disposed of this today, they'll come talk to him. But
Okay.
in the event that he gets revoked, I guess that'll be something we have to address down the road. Just want to let you know.
All right, thank you. All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I took a chance on you. You have your probation. I read your letter. You're gonna have to change your life. Otherwise, you're gonna be right back here. And do not take things that do not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
People work hard for their things. And if you want things, you need to work for them. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though the probation officer is not addressing it, then you can always come back to court. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mara. Would be excused.
Yes.
Did-
Rakeem Ashmore.
I have a witness by Zoom.
Okay.
She's
Sure.
in the waiting room, I think.
No, she's not on. Let me give you,
But,
no, I'll give you the link.
she sent me a picture. I don't know what she's in the waiting room for then.
Oh, she's probably on, is she on another Zoom at somebody else's Zoom?
I don't know. Is this your Zoom? This is Zoom number. 829.
No,
Oh. 892.
here you are.
All right.
All right, no problem if you have a seat.
Yes, ma'am.
Vincent Lawrence. Hello, hi. Yes,
I had a miscommunication with house arrest.
Mhm.
I told her that I might have another interview on Monday.
Mhm.
And she called me and said, you're having a short day, that I should get down here. So that's why I'm here.
yes, you can go to your job interview.
Okay, and then she also said that if I can, I don't know, would you be able to place me on GPS or partial? Because I really need to find a job.
All right, so here's the thing. This is what I'll do. I'm going to allow you to attend your job interview on Monday. And who is your defense attorney?
Kuntz, John Kuntz.
All right. So just one moment.
I didn't even plan on coming here today.
Just one moment. Hey, John, it's Stephanie. Yes, your client is here, Vincent Lawrence. All right, who's here on Trevor Morse? All right, what is happening with Trevor Morse?
Yes, Judge. With regard to his case, I was conferring with Daniel Escobar and I did brief Mr. Garahan on it. There was new evidence that was uploaded yesterday, September 26th, in the form of surveillance video. This is surveillance video that I had been previously asking for, Judge. So Daniel explained that I have to get in there and download it through some kind of system.
Mhm.
And he explained that there might be 2 or 3 hours of surveillance photo video, Judge. So we're requesting a discovery reset so I have a chance to view that and let my client view it as well.
All right. And if you all need to have him brought up for that, just let us know.
Yes.
I need a 45-day reset for discovery. All right, we'll be back on November 12th. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, we'll bring you back on November 12th.
Thank you,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
You're
May I be
welcome.
excused?
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Oh, don't you have someone else?
I don't believe so, Judge. I believe I have one other matter, but it's set for a plea on Monday. Mr. Swamley to proceed.
Oh,
with
he's
that.
here. I mean, you could check to see if they actually have him here.
Oh, he's on bond, Your Honor.
Ah,
Oh, yes.
okay.
Yes. So I will definitely see you Monday. Hope you have a good weekend. In the
All
meantime, Judge.
right, thank you. You too. Benita Williams and Joanne, is your witness Young? Deja Young? All right, after this, I'll take it up. Court is calling 2019 CR 7071, State of Texas versus Benita Williams. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
She moves straight.
And are you Miss Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison
Yeah.
and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes.
Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes,
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
yes,
Are you a U.S. citizen?
yes.
According to the plea, there's $1,000 fine. State is recommending deferred adjudication, and there's to be $57 for drug testing to SAPD. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Judge.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 80 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plea? Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just that she has, since getting this case, it's been quite a long time ago, 6 years, I believe. She's moved to Montana. She has a job, making $20 an hour. She says she's clean and sober, and she says that she wants to continue her job and complete the probation, put this behind her finally.
All right, where in Montana?
Bozeman.
Bozeman? And what county is that?
Gallatin.
I'm sorry, what?
Gallatin.
Gallatin. How do you spell that?
Gallatin.
And who do you live with in Montana?
20 Michael
No,
Grove.
no, no, no.
Oh,
Who do you live
me and my
with?
daughter.
And how old is she?
She's 18 now.
And so, do you have any contact with Jose De Leon?
I don't know who that
Steven Rivera?
is. Yes,
You still have contact with him?
I do.
How?
Over the phone.
All right, why are you in contact with him?
Because that was my ex and I just keep in contact with him.
Do you know if he's clean and sober?
Yes, he is.
How do you know?
Because he told me so.
All right. Naomi Cantu?
I don't know who that is.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's $1,000 fine. That will be probated. There should be $57 restitution to SAPD for drug testing. Are you asking to be transferred back to Montana?
Yes.
All right. Transfer to Bozeman, Montana, and she says that's Gallatin County. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And if they do field visits, I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. 120 hours of community service restitution. Miss Abrams, will they be able to do a TAP evaluation in Montana? All right, so we'll do a TAP evaluation and 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Who do I report to while I'm here?
They'll let you know. All right, and also there's to be no contact with the following persons: Jose De Leon, Stephen Rivera, Naomi Cantu, Bertha Montenegro, and who is Priscilla Riviera? I think that is Stephen Rivera's girlfriend. And I think she was his girlfriend while you were dating him during
Oh,
this
no,
case.
no, you're, okay, I know who you're talking about. His sister, that's his
Mhm.
sister.
All right. If you want to say it's his sister, you can't have contact with her. All right, and that's Priscilla Rivera. All right, we can go off the record in this court. To be successful on probation, communication is key. And I'm going to tell you, when they transfer you, if they transfer you to Montana, sometimes people think they get transferred to other places and Bear County doesn't know what's going on. What I can tell you is those probation officers send update to probation. And if there's an issue and if a motion to revoke is filed, you know what's going to end up happening? They're going to arrest you wherever you may be, and you're going to be brought back to San Antonio. If you're in the middle of getting ready to have a meal and they're bringing your food out, they will arrest you right then and there.
You know that I do have it, oh no.
I was telling her not to interrupt you.
Oh, no. Go ahead. What do you want me to know?
I do have a case pending over there that I'm getting dropped. But I don't know when my court date is as of right now because I've been stuck over here.
Mhm.
So I do got that one going on.
And
over there.
what case do you have
It's a
pending?
DUI for possession of an empty weed pipe, which is not illegal over there. So
Yeah, see, and I had a feeling that maybe you still had drug issues. So that tells me what I need to know. So thank you for that. And I am serious about you not having any contact with that person. And do not be bringing drugs and all of that around your 18-year-old. She doesn't need that. Do not be bringing random men into her life. Do not invite Mr. Rivera to come live with you, because if he does, I am going to find out about it and a motion to revoke will be issued. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, and this is Rakeem Asmore.
Yes.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Asmore.
Asmore. Okay. All right, so you're here asking for a bond reduction?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 008783, State of Texas versus Rakeem Asmore. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Joanne Akel.
And are you Mr. Asmore?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense has filed a motion seeking a bond reduction. State, have you had a chance to review the motion? All right, is there a proposed agreement or no?
There's no agreement.
All right, defense.
Judge, I'd like to call a witness, please.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, and if you could stop moving, it's making me a little bit nauseous with the camera movement. All right, if you'll state your name for the record.
Deja Young.
All right, and to the court reporter, that is DEJA, last name Young. Any objections to this witness appearing by Zoom, state? And defense, I'm assuming you have no objection?
I have no objection, Judge.
And Mr. Ashmore, you have no objection to this witness appearing by Zoom?
No objection.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you. Ms. Young, can you tell the court what your relationship is to Mr. Asmore, please?
Fiance.
And are you aware of the amount of the bond that is currently set for Mr. Asmore today?
Yes.
Okay, and how much is that?
100,000.
And are you currently expecting Mr. Asmore's child?
Yes.
Is that one of the reasons why you could not appear in person today?
Yes.
And when is your due date?
October 3rd.
All right. Are you aware of Mr. Asmore's financial condition?
Yes.
Does he have any bank accounts?
No.
Does he have any assets he can sell to raise money to make this bond?
No,
He doesn't own any real estate that he could sell or mortgage?
no,
Does he have the ability to go to any banks to borrow any money?
no.
And you were wishing to assist him with raising money, is that correct?
Yes,
Do you have any bank accounts?
yes, but thing.
Is there any money in your bank accounts?
No,
All right. Do you have any assets that you can sell or to raise money for this bond?
no,
Do you have the ability to go to any bank to borrow any money?
no,
Have you attempted to raise money from family and friends?
yes,
What's the total amount of money that's the family and friends have been able to raise?
250.
All right, I'm sorry to interrupt. When you say 250, what do you mean?
Is that dollars or what?
Yes,
$250? All right. Are you asking the court based on Mr. Asmar's financial condition to reduce his bond today?
yes,
All right, I'll pass witness, Judge. Maybe she can hear you.
Ms. Young,
yes,
are you aware of the offense that he's currently facing?
yes,
You aware that this is regarding a firearm?
yes,
You aware that he discharged the firearm and injured someone else?
yes,
And you would agree with me that anyone who discharges a firearm and hurts somebody is a danger to the community, correct?
yes.
No further questions.
All right, any other
One
question?
more question. Ms. Young, would you believe that a person has the right to protect themselves from danger
Yes,
and may use a firearm to protect themselves if a weapon or other danger presented themselves that would require that?
yes,
All right, pass witness, Judge.
No further questions, sir.
All right, I have a question. Any objection to the court asking a question?
No,
I guess it depends on what it is.
We won't know till I ask it. Any objections?
No objection, Judge.
All right. Who all lives in your household? And when I say household, are there any children currently in your household who live there?
yes.
All right, what are their ages?
2 and she'll be 1 tomorrow. Our daughter will be 1 tomorrow.
Oh, so you have a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old?
Yes. Well,
All
the
right.
2-year-old is not mine.
All right, is the 2-year-old someone that you're taking care of or babysitting?
Yes, it's my nephew.
All right, who else lives in the household other than you and your 1-year-old?
My brother and sister-in-law.
Anyone else?
And the 2-year-old. That's
Okay,
it.
so it's the brother, the sister-in-law, the 2-year-old, and the 1-year-old.
Yes.
All right, any other questions?
I have no other questions, Judge.
All right, thank you. Any other witnesses?
No other witnesses, Judge.
All right, so what I can tell you is I need to ask your client some questions regarding any mental health issues. All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Everyone off the record for a moment. Sure, who's your client?
Anthony Villarreal, he's in the box.
All right, come forward. Yes.
So, kind of an odd one. Last time we recorded this was about 2 years ago. It was an FTA situation.
Yes.
And then I actually took over and inherited the case from another attorney, Roland Garcia, who went to work for the federal defender's
Yes.
office. He had an investigator who did a complete workup on it.
Mhm.
Judge, the first time I've laid eyes on this file, like I said, in about 23 months or so, I'm asking just for a regular reset.
so I can get acclimated. I know the investigator did a complete thorough investigation, everything. I want to get with him as well and honestly just get myself refreshed on this whole deal.
Okay, awesome.
And we
'Cause
just
when-
received an offer today. I'll say that too. First time we received an offer was
Okay,
today.
because when you said 2 years, I'm like, surely not here. But now I know why.
Yeah.
All right, so 30 days?
Yeah, 30 days and we'll be working up intently in that time.
All right, I need a 30-day reset on Mr. Villarreal. And that's just to make sure you have all of your discovery and everything.
Yes, ma'am. I believe discovery. There's another unindicted case that was arrested. I anticipate the case that's indicted right now. I want to speak to it. I think that's gonna be the controlling case. Am I right in that
That should
assumption?
be correct, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I haven't read
Okay.
the other day. The way indictment arson.
Yeah.
All right, so you think that case will control?
The ag robbery should, but I mean, unless the arson is something catastrophic.
Okay. All right, what date? 30 days. All right, we'll be back on October 28th.
You know, I'll be talking. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome.
Have a good weekend.
You too. All right, so John Kuntz, you want to talk to the state about your client? He says he has job opportunities pending. And he has a job to go to on Monday, and I was going to give him leave to go for his job interview. Well, I will tell you, to be on the safe side, if I grant his bond reduction, I am going to ask for a referral to Center for Healthcare Services, and they can do a thorough evaluation, because I don't want him to have issues and then I didn't address them. All right, so we're back on the record and 2024 CR 008783. Any other evidence, counsel?
Nothing. Oh, well, I guess just for the court's edification, my client resides with his mother, not with Miss Young.
Okay. All right, and I'm sorry, one final question, sir. Have you ever used any type of drugs in the past?
Yes, ma'am.
And what would that be?
Cocaine.
Okay. All right, any other witnesses?
No other witnesses, Judge.
State, any witnesses?
No, it is.
All right, the court will hear argument. Defense is your motion, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. As the court's aware, and the court has heard testimony that $100,000 bond is way over the financial ability of my client or any of his family members to make. A bond should not be used as a method to maintain somebody in jail. Its sole purpose is to ensure that they would appear for court. I would ask the court to consider reducing Mr. Asmore's bond. Adding any other conditions the courts feels necessary to ensure his appearance.
All right, state.
Judge, we asked the court to deny the motion. This is an aggravated assault with deadly weapon. There was a firearm that was used. There was injury that was caused to the complainant. We believe 100,000 is reasonable under the facts of this case. However, if the court were to reduce the bond, we ask that the court not reduce it no more than 75,000 and to keep the special conditions in place, which are the full house arrest, GPS. We don't have any objection to the fees are waived, the no contact orders with the complainants, and the the firearm prohibition.
Not you.
These are the people that are in here. I'll print out the bond conditions.
All right, thank you. And counsel. I need your client. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court will set your bond at $75,000. There's to be no contact with the complainants. Of course, no possession of firearms. If your mother has firearms in her home, they need to be removed. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There's going to be full GPS, waive fees, and you to reside with your mother at the address that's previously been stated. There should be a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. And there should be regular random UAs. Waive fees. Is there anything else?
Nothing's actually.
All right, when is this set on the docket?
It has no setting, Judge. It was just indicted.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, let's give this a setting in 30 days. All right, and make sure that he receives a reset form. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Jeremiah Simmons. All right, what is happening on this case? Where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, I believe we have everything. However, there are some videos that I need to go over with my client.
Okay, so you have the discovery, but you just need to review videos?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, how many videos do you think there are?
I know that there's 5 videos from one location, and then there's at least a couple of body camera statements that I need to go over.
All right. All right, Norma, if you'll put this on November 12th. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so you can have a window of opportunity to look for employment. So I'll do Monday through Friday. What start time do you want, State?
Job market fair,
Yeah.
what time that he would be needing to go.
All right, so I'll do Monday through Friday, starting at 7:30 a.m. Usually, from my experience back in the day, they would probably want you there earliest by 8:30. So we'll do from 7:30 a.m. To 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. If there's a job interview that takes place on Saturday or Sunday, you'll have to approach to get approval.
Okay.
All right, is there anything else?
No, oh, can you, Amanda said email her and let her know.
Who?
Amanda?
Is that your pretrial services officer? What's her name? Amanda what?
SAIENZ?
Oh, it's signs, SAEN, okay, SAENZ.
Let me make sure. SAENZ, yes.
All right, yes, I'll let her know.
So that starts on Monday.
Yes, because you said that you needed to see someone on Monday, right?
Yes.
Yes, starts on Monday.
Okay.
7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you for always dressing appropriately for court. We are done. Happy Friday. Yeah.
Got some stuff done, though.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Also, those ag robberies, I like.
Mhm.
You rarely come across 2 different ag robberies on 2 different defendants
Mhm.
that you actually like.
Yeah.
I was like.
Well, you guys have a good weekend. Stay safe. Who knows what I'll be doing this weekend? We should see. Well, I have that event I have to attend. Well, I don't have to attend it, but they're honoring me.
Is
So
that the
I'm
one
like,
where you're getting the legend?
Yes.
That's great.
yeah,
That's
so I'm
awesome.
like, yeah, look at me. Well, see,
Getting an award, and you better have that speech done.
so the last time when we went to the gala, I didn't have a speech done. I wasn't expecting us to do a speech.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh my gosh, people are up here giving speeches. So I'm like, I prayed. I'm like, please just tell me what I need to say. So this time, she said, Judge, please have a speech ready. So I'm going to have a speech ready. And so it's in the afternoon and it's with the, I think it's the 100 Black women of San Antonio.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's always nice to get a little award or a big award rather. Big thing.
But here's the problem. When they say it's a legend award, hey, am I that old?
Yeah,
What's going on?
that's what I saw that. I was like, legend. Wow.
Yeah.
You're retiring?
Yeah. I tell you, I'm really now going to have to start doing the yoga thing because, you know, when I get up in the morning, my body is saying, hey, slow it down.
I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that.
That's what this court, we're going to start doing yoga or something to stretch out.
What do they say? Pilates is the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they're saying, that as you get older, your balance goes off. And I remember back in the day, I could do that one leg thing with the other leg perpendicular. I'm like wobbling.
I'm gonna trust anything one leg. I mean, you saw my face that one day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a good weekend. All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys on Monday.